Folks, this is Tim. I hope you're all doing well today. Today is the Saturday, the 30th of August, 2025. Early 3:30 in the morning here. Getting this forecast out before I head out to Colorado today, and hopefully I'll be able to do the same thing when I'm out there. Keep this going. We have unsettled weather in the southeast and the heavy rain ongoing in the Texas Panhandle, and a little bit lighter. This is lighter precip in the southeast. This is the long wave infrared, by the way, with the higher colored cloud tops denoting the stronger storms and heavier rain. Near the southern tip of Florida, in the upper Midwest, and the plains and northern high plains, and maybe along the west coast there, northwest coast. When we look at the radar for the nation, you can see what I'm talking about here. Looks like overrunning precip going on in Georgia, along the Gulf Coast, and a little bit heavier here. These are the heaviest rain ongoing right now. Mexico, northwest Texas, and again in the plains, northern high plains. Some storms up here in the northeast, where that low pressure mid to upper level low is up here, and a few showers off the coast of Oregon. Of course, where I showed you the highest colder cloud tops, we have the highest chance of excessive rainfall today. This is highlighted by the prediction center's marginal risk into the plains and northern high plains east of the Rockies, centered in Texas. Kind of a weird looking shape. It's like a kidney right there. Anyway, parts of Texas into Nebraska and Kansas along the Gulf Coast here. Heaviest rains expected till 12Z today, which is about 7 or 8 a.m. And this is the rest of the day till 12Z tomorrow. Moves a little bit further east in the Texas plains, northern high plains, Nebraska, South Dakota, a large area surrounding it, and into the southeast and the Gulf Coast and eastern Florida. It's just a little further southward, and the area we had here moves a little further eastward. That way, and we have it moving that way here, and that kind of moves to the south there. So we go to, this is Sunday, Monday, on the spine of the Appalachians into the most of Tennessee, the Midwest here, along the Gulf Coast into the desert Southwest. On day 5, we have splotches of marginal risks here. Again, I want to reiterate the green areas are marginal risks. Yellow areas are slight risks. Some marginals like I think it's 5%, right, and slight at least 15%. So as far as precip goes, the amount of precip that's expected. So as far as daily precip through Tuesday, through this is 24-hour. So this is today through Sunday. The highest amounts are expected in northern high plains into Texas and along the Gulf Coast and along the east coast of Florida. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really the same. I had it on the wrong graphic here. But still, the most precip's expected in the darker yellow areas, the most in eastern Nebraska, all along into Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, and East Coast, Southeast Coast here. And then moving through Sunday, 24-hour between Sunday. There's 24 hours, so whatever that 24-hour amount is, Trollsy Saturday, Trollsy Sunday. High is precip. You see the bullseye there in eastern Nebraska, southeast coast. Still, eastern Nebraska into a lot of Texas has heavier rain, but the biggest bullseye here is where you can see here, eastern Nebraska. Still, expected amount. Crazy where the bullseye is here. Moving eastward into eastern Texas. But the amounts are slightly lower, and you have this high enhanced moisture, enhanced lift in the Appalachians here. You have some higher threat in Florida, more rain, and then eastern Texas, middle central Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, and then back into southern Texas, just a little bit further east. And you see these amounts, not incredibly high amounts, but if we have any training of storms, you could have some high rainfall and potential flooding, as we talked about earlier. So as far as the current surface map, you have a stationary boundary here on the Gulf Coast with a cold front and a stationary boundary here in the Midwest. This cold front will push further southward over time. And this is overlaid by the severe weather threat today, which there really isn't on just general thunderstorms. Of course, you could have. Just realized my microphone wasn't close enough. You could always have severe pulse storms, but nothing widespread here. We go into tomorrow. Take me a minute to click on this. Sorry for the delay here. See the stationary boundary still along the Gulf Coast and low pressure with some stationary boundaries and some troughs, surface troughs all over the place over the U.S. And where the surface trough is off the lee of the Appalachians, that's where we're going to have some more rainfall. Somewhat dry air mass moves into Georgia, although I really don't think it's going to feel dry. And general risk of thunderstorms, still no real convective weather expected. No severe weather, excuse me. This is surface map for day 3, which would be Monday. Still stalled front along the Gulf Coast, and still only risk of general thunderstorms right now forecast for the United States. Of course, you have this low here in the middle part of the U.S. where that rainfall is setting up, that heavy rain, and along this stall front along the Gulf Coast. As far as the 7-day forecast for Warner Robins, my friends here in Middle Georgia, going to be unsettled this weekend. Low in the high 60s tonight, highs only 77 with a lot of cloud cover today. Wind from the northeast tells me that It's going to bring moisture off the Atlantic, and when usually when that happens, it's relatively cool. High 77 is it's pretty cool for this time of year, I have to say. So today is where we're going to have the most chance of precip, and then warming up some on Sunday and Sunday night with a small chance of shower and thunderstorm. But you see that front is cleared. High of 83, wind from the northeast on Sunday and clear, sunny. Rain chances pick up again towards the end of the week. Then it looks like another front clears. Maybe 20-30% chance. Clears our area. We have a wind out of northwest, high of 85. So, um, I'll take these temperatures this time of year. When we look at near Denver, where I'm going today, chance rain showers overnight, chance rain showers and chance rain and shower and thunderstorms today. Wind the north, high 77. Move through time here. Don't know. I was hoping to catch some severe weather while I'm out there, but it's not looking like it looks like it's going to be clear. High in the 80s, low in the 50s. It's going to be nice out there. 2 points are going to be nice. Then towards the end of the week, shower and thunderstorm chances increase some. High in the 70s, low in the 50s. Quite nice out in Denver. So here's the 7-day temperature outlook for the continental U.S. Overnight tonight. Oh, this is the min temps. Max temps today, 70s in Georgia, South Texas, still pretty hot. You can see most of the nation, 70s and 80s, except for the southwest and here into the northwest. With this persistent high pressure is set up, and you have a little bit of push of higher temps here in the lower Mississippi Valley, but except a lot of cloud cover here in the southeast today. Min temps tonight, 60s, 70s, 50s. Of course, where the most moisture is, you're going to hang on. In the desert, it's going to be in the 70s overnight. The moisture and cloud cover holds the temperatures up at the surface a lot of times, so that's what you're seeing there. Highs in the 90s in the lower Mississippi Valley, cooling off into Texas some. Overnight lows quite nice in the northeast. Pushing some warmer temps pushing northward into the Midwest and northern high plains here, but 50s, I'll take the 50s any day. And this is for Monday, 8 p.m. and the 8 p.m. Max temps, 80s, 90s. Of course, in the west of the Rockies, it's going to remain hot. I'm telling you, it's except right along the coast here, where you get ocean effects cooling things off. Ending Monday, 8 a.m. These are the lows Monday morning. Cooling off again in the southeast. A good portion of the U.S. is below. You can see where the coolest temps are. I mean, yellows, greens. You can see on the front range of the Rockies, quite cool. In the mountains, I'm sure even cooler. But you can see where the coolest temperatures are. And of course, the hottest is in the deeper reds. And this is ending Monday at 8 a.m. Tuesday ending at 8 p.m. Still only in the 90s in the deep south and into Florida, pushing 90. Again, out west, still quite hot. They're not catching a break out there. Low temps Tuesday morning. You see the cold air starting to really push back in again here in the northern high plains, upper Midwest. I tell you, this weather is incredible this time of year. High temps in the 60s up here. and most of the nation, except for west of the Rockies. Not many places are approaching 90 degrees, which is very unusual this time of year, especially for the southeast. Min temps, you see the minimum temperatures pushing further southward here, getting tongue-tied. Won't be surprised we get some records here with this push of colder air. Max temps in the 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe some warmer temps. Push it back into the deep south here. You see where there's a boundary kind of between the most moisture and the cooler temps here. Still quite hot west of the Rockies. Really cool temperatures pushing even further south. I mean, 64, 60, 50s north of the Mississippi River, northeast. This is Thursday, September 4th at 8 a.m. and ending Friday at 8 p.m. Max temps. High temps still out west here, warming up a little bit in the Midwest here, high plains, but I mean, I'll take these highs any day, like I said. So enjoy it while you can. And even in South Texas, normally it's hotter than this, and they're benefiting from this too. Kind of like glitching the satellite loop here, but we have a general troughiness around the East Coast, which even a tropical system could develop. It would never make it unless it scooted further south here underneath this and somehow got up to the Caribbean, which is not very favorable right now anyway, into the Gulf, where we could, you never know about home ground activity, but right now there's a lot of forcing and upper level wind flow here, and any low that does develop, it's likely not going to be tropical in nature, although it could acquire tropical characteristics, but nothing forecast at this time. And the National Hurricane Center has been talking about this wave that's supposed to push off Africa tomorrow, has a chance in 7 days developing 30%. East Pacific's a little bit more active. A couple of disturbances. That this one may move to the north and bring more moisture to the desert southwest. Again, back to satellite loop, and then you look at water vapor. Quite a bit of dry air at the mid levels. You can see a bunch of dry air off the coast here. And a low pressure may be developing here, but it's frontal in nature, so not likely to do anything. Upper level winds in the Caribbean are not favorable at all right now. You have a trough here in the Caribbean. Dry air with some moisture pushing off the coast of Africa with that wave potentially moving off and developing. So what does the Google DeepMind have to say about all this? Let's take a look. We have low pressures out in the East Pacific. Google DeepMind and the European are locking on to something, a disturbance, but the latest run here, see if I have any more runs available to me. When I refresh this, it resets everything. So, yeah, I do. Let's run this again. Now, once it develops below, that's the European high res off the coast here. Let's see where it gets. It's tropical depression. Once it's briefly developed a tropical storm, and maybe tropical storm now in the MDR, that's the European model, which is kind of different from the last time something I saw this run. And this is kind of echoed by the tropical cyclone activity, including genesis probabilities. So this is the European model prediction. Well, tropical cyclone strike probability. Okay, so it doesn't mean it's going to hit the United States. It's just, guys, gives an indication what the European model thinks possibility developing. You see out here in the East Pacific, high chance, 80, 90%, 30, 40%, and 10, 20% here off the East Coast. Move through time here, deeper greens. One thing, you have a couple of possible disturbances here into the flow with relatively good chances of something developing, and still along the East Pacific as well. So we'll go back in time with this, see what we're talking about here, and it kind of really, I really don't think we're going to get something off the East Coast. This is more frontal in nature, like I said. The biggest thing is the next couple weeks is the main development region and East Pacific. Gives us plenty of time to look at it, and we'll stay tuned for updates. Hope you all have a great day.